Whew, okie dokie. But in and out, the perfect crime. We got that fire resistance ring. Nobody's the wiser. And now, guilt-free, we can get the heck out of here. 8 more HP than necessary. Easy. Exactly. No problems whatsoever. So let's see. We had a Trident of Venom, Glaive of Protection. Neither of those interest me that much. And we're debating the Hall of Blades because it would be a potential source of Lagitang goodness, but I think I've grown sick of the taste of this elven air. So let's just take a deep breath and get the heck out. What did I get in there? So, if you haven't seen the end of last week's session, we almost died upon trying to do a bit more of an actual completion of Elf 3, so we vowed to never go back, but at the start of today's session, I realized I desperately need fire resistance. So it was this ring right here that we went down for, the whole dang reason we even delved deep in the first place. And it should be worth it because now I can, with a bit more assurance, go to vaults. Our vault entrance was being blocked off by a decent number of very ugly things, and they were currently red. So just in case they stayed that way, I wanted some due diligence done. Maybe we switch back to our Vampiric Halberd, though, now that we're done with spellcasters. And this isn't a bad place to stare dance. So let's see, 27 damage and Sticky Flame. No doubt we can make it through you. You might up, though. Man, Convokers suck. Very much so. We do have Fear Scrolls, but that's good. Dennis, you just got a Demigod Wanderer home with the lowest point being 3 HP on Dis 7. Nice. It always feels good. It's always obviously terrifying in its own right, but there's something about it that is innately satisfying. And Chad, no, you're not caught up with the current episode. You're just finishing the absolute easy feat that was Deep Elf. Oh yeah, that lovely breeze that we just first tried. No problems whatsoever. Nice, nice. Exactly. Safe hit. Deep Elf. The one shot. But I'm going to read Fear just to put myself in the best possible spot here. Taking you on one at a time. Even if you're mighted, I was about to say we might be okay. No shot. I was wrong. Decent odds to paralyze you though, so how about that? Then we can use the Vampiric Brand to get ourselves back to a decent position. Just the Convoker left. And that's beautiful. Okay, then it's just ugly things. There's a wizard, but we have willpower now, so that's not a huge deal. I think that was another one of the big no-nos when we were first trying to come down here. So our banishment chances were not good, for sure, not great, I would argue, but that's fine. Shad, you still believe you even dreamed about me doing a good run with a character named Pelf, but it seems it never existed? Yeah, you must be mistaken. I don't recall such a name, and I got a thing for names and faces, you know? Think how to remember a Pelf, of all things. But okie dokie, let's take our new friends on a wee bit of a journey. I'm kind of hoping the Boulder Beetle does exactly that, but doesn't do that. Okay. Still have Fear Scroll. I'd like to not use a Fear Scroll every time we do a stair dancing routine here. It might be unavoidable. I mean, I can step right up. Unfortunately, these walls are too hard for our teeth to bite through. Otherwise, we could make ourselves a wonderful little death corridor. As is. We roll well. Then I don't see what the big deal is. No problems. We have 2 pips of cold resistance, so that at least accounts for something in life. I guess we could throw a net at you. Could throw a net at you, and a net at you. Then I can kill you. You know, I was hoping that human would maybe last just slightly longer. But 62% chance to paralyze either of you. 62%, I said, chance to paralyze either of you. Do I dare try it again? I feel like that's my out here, especially since if I paralyze, it's guaranteed hits, which are guaranteed heals. You do the math. So what are the pros and cons of Formicid? So the pros are that we have 4 very strong mighty arms, so we're able to carry a 2-handed halberd in one side here, and a shield in the other, so that's pretty awesome in its own right. You have antenna, so you can kind of sense enemies around you. That helped us out a lot in Elf, just knowing which way to circle around pillars and whatnot. And are there any more straight advantages? I guess there is the fact that you can dig through softer walls, make nice little kill corridors. You can shaft yourself down through various floors. It takes a delay, but otherwise is a very good method for getting out in one piece. In fact, I should have just come upstairs, shafted myself down, and then dealt with these buddies. Anyway, what's in the past is past, but that's what we could have done. The big downside is that we are in a permanent state of stasis, so there's no way for us to speed up. Of course, this also means there's no way for us to slow down. Petrification still works, but things like paralyze and slow, nothing. Water off the duck's back, so that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, no haste, no berserk. It is what it is. The pros are ant puns and the cons are what's a blink. That about sums it up. And yeah, the puns are given. Indeed, I believe so. But, you know, I was about to say, let's go for one more paralyze. Well, let's go with a fear. Now is not the time to play with fire. This son of a gun is rolling towards us and I'm out of nets. All out of bubblegum. I mean, pretty low odds that you murder me in one shot. Not to say it can't happen. Let's slow you down. Okay. Where am I heading? We're heading up. I'm going up. Kiryu, slow you down as well. And why did I not explore all this floor, though? What have I left behind? Is it just Zazel? Azrael? What's her name? I think Azrael. Zazel's the other demon. Azrael here was a big no-no back in the day because we had no fire resistance. Now is probably actually the time to revisit that encounter and see if we can't make some magic happen, but of course, now that we've reset, let's try and find just one of either a boulder beetle or a very ugly thing. Hello there. And you know what, I was gonna say let's not take any chances and try and cure you, but fine. Have it your way, we'll kill you. The good old-fashioned maneuver. And you too, my friend, should go down. I might as well cure you just to make sure and not too shabby. Okay. Not too bad here. Not ideal. We've gone through a lot of fear scrolls, but I think that we've broken our way in to a decent extent. We still have one very ugly thing. Still have the wizard, which should be fine. The jelly should be fine. The slime, rather, I guess. So, do we go for it? Reflection is not as good as regeneration in here. I guess I could regret that if we immediately run into a bunch of yak packs. But I'm still gonna go for it. Getting that health back with the vampiric brand as well is huge. Just the two of you. It sounds perfect to me. And then we definitely just kill the very ugly thing before taking down the wizard themselves. You love to see it. Nothing but slimes. Love it. What a lovely day. And with that, a nice deep breath. A little bit of time to rest easy before continuing on into this heck hole. Who needs cons when you're a pro? That's the spirit. That's the kind of optimism we need on this squad. But I think that we will be okay going through the rest of these Sons of Guns. At the very least, we'll be in a better situation. In fact, we can even kind of heal our way through a fight with that slime. I will gladly take that. Ooh, Spellbook got me excited, but unfortunately, nothing new going on there. We're still looking specifically for some get out of jail free cards. That's the dream here. Because if I can just get my hands on Bjornir's Revivification, Death's Door, those become our next favorite targets for Divine Exegesis, because they have the opportunity to bring us from, oh gosh, I am definitely about to die, to feeling good, feeling easy breezy beautiful. And that sounds fantastic to me. I have to step into the middle of the crowd here just to get all these Sons of Guns to stop shooting, but then we should be okay to just take down that warden. And it sure is a thing of beauty. I'm just going to be repeating that sentiment over and over. After going from such a near-death experience to begin off our session to feeling fine and dandy, it's all that's really going through my mind, if I'm being honest. I don't think I'm able to kill the Convoker before friends come along. So let's just head to our nice little kill corridor here. And that's much better. Ooh, another Convocation. How about that? You've always said, Cocktail, that you'd make a great cleric / bard in a D&D party. Always bringing the inspiration, as it were. Okie dokie. Ooh, when you're mighted up, you definitely... Oh, slap. Hey, Azul. Nice to see you. You actually shouldn't be too much of a trouble spot for us. But not who I was hoping to see. Unfortunately, that Convoker being so far behind means that they just keep taking free pot shots all the livelong day. Let's maybe swap over to some lightning rod action. Just try and kill them before they have another Convocation. Oh, never mind. There was another Convoker right behind the first. Well, guess what? I got another Convoker. Okay, Azul's dead. That's something. Convoker can't might themselves. Bolt of Lightning hit me. Oh, what the heck? Who invited you? Oh, okay. What was finally starting to look alright is now terrifying again. Apparently it's the theme of our evening for good old Hugh. We have Divine Exegesis back, so that's something. Again, is there anything that would save me? Not so much. Statue form maybe gives me a bit of health, bit of extra AC, but it makes me very vulnerable in terms of not having the speed to walk away, which is kind of my plan here. If I can kill this Yaktar, I can run for my very life. And unfortunately, we got no hasters here, so it's a chance. Call down lightning is 3d26, so that's 3d13 with our resistances, up to 39 damage. Ideally not that high. That's the one lightning bolt. Now they're going to be spending their turns walking towards us. So we're actually not fully in the clear. Let's not get too wild. But on our way, to say the least. Oh my gosh, and now I'm in the clear because you decided to convoke like a fool. But vaults might be cordoned off to us once more. Oh. Didn't realize the convoking would stack quite so aggressively. Just over and over and over again. So, let's not worry about it. Let's not worry my pretty little head. And instead, I hear Depths is lovely this time of year. Or, alternatively, D12. Let's finish this off once and for all, shall we? Now that we actually have some of the defenses necessary to take on this son of a gun. In fact, that's probably you right there. Oh, no, just fire elemental. Where'd you go, Ezreal? Arug is here. How about that? Oh, the party never ends. Let's get you to come to me, and then I think we at least still straight up beat you. So that's javelins. Very happy with that. What are our other options? So after D12 here, I'm feeling like we might... What is with this floor? Uniques, left, right, and center. Ah, Rupert. It's not great, my friend. You can at least cure RAU. Then probably, even if you go berserk, you're at least just normal speed. The slow and the fast will cancel out. So you're saying there's a chance? What is your willpower like? 14% chance to paralyze you is not great, but you're saying there's a chance. I'm gonna at least go twice. I was thinking maybe 3 times, but you shook off your lethargy? Okay, so the slow plus fast cancel out plan no longer in effect. What else have we got? Acid. We got Box of Beasts, actually. That's kind of huge. In fact, I want to come out to some open space so that we can take full advantage of what makes the dream work. Spoiler, it's teamwork. And there we go. Now, before you leave us, my friend, I would like to find me a genie. Azrael, if you could step right up, that would be wonderful. We can just poke past our friend here, which is lovely. You know what? That's, I guess, as good as she gets. Now, don't do that damnation, please. Israel? Why? I missed you 10 times in a row. Alright, bedtime, all the beat clicking begins. Perfect, that's what we needed. Some lovely lighthearted beat clicking to get us out of our pain and misery. So, Wand of Acid is 40-12, 40-12. I don't know what the Lightning Rod is. Lightning Rod will never miss. Could Divine Exegesis, but again, there's not a lot that is exceptionally useful at this very moment. Let's do another check. I guess Irradiate is not bad. 3d13. 92% chance to hit with Acid Wand. I'm probably fine with saving our piety for the future. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Fortunately, didn't crash me into a wall and get ourselves murdered. Is it affected by silence? Nope, your spells are not affected by silence. Classic. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to immediately launch Damnation at us again. Which means I just have to do okay on an acid roll, and you're dead. 37 health on my end. And perfect, all according to our plan. As always, never a doubt in my mind. And let's finish exploring this level, shall we? Ah, hello, friend. This is a ruined door. Why are they all ruined? What is in here? Just some Tengus? Is there any good stuff? Is there any reason why I would want to make the journey? Doesn't seem like it. Looks like there's a statue in here, if I had to guess. This is like an obsidian statue, or an orange crystal statue, maybe? Regardless, it is above my pay grade, so let's start walking towards depths and see how things are looking. Maybe this entrance is slightly, ever so slightly less terrifying than our vaults. You know, my first thought was, oh gosh, maybe not, but this is not too bad. In fact, let's take the necromancer upstairs to just get them killed, and then double check what all of you are. Stone giant, zombie, and shadow dragon zombie. So some decent pipes on those buddies, don't get me wrong. But if I'm careful, we can kind of abuse the stairs here. Because they will not heal from any damage they take. So, as soon as I start looking a little worse for wear, we just immediately sprint out of there. Thanks, Evil Ice Cube, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Cocktail, you've been playing Nagas and Vinestalkers, much different than your usual mentor, and it's fun? Nice. That's always a good moment, when you start feeling comfortable enough to branch out from kind of that first species that gets your ball rolling and finally gets you to see progress for the first time. So no, that is awesome. You can't trample me, right? No, you cannot. Perfect. And this is my life now. Again, I'm not a fan of stair dancing. I try to avoid it whenever possible, but needs must and all of that. I would like, after the start that we've had to the session today, to keep Hugh Ant alive as well as I possibly can, to the best of my abilities. So with that in mind, we're gonna give it a good old college try at least. Let's hopefully curare you into a slow. That's lovely. And we have established touchdown. We have a slight amount of foundational territory control here, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. No good corridors for you, but I can change that. And so let's do it. Let's dig one diagonal here, doesn't drain us too much, and immediately puts us in a much safer spot for this fight. And not too shabby, finally hitting our cap on throwing as well. So we have a few different options. Invocations, bringing down that failure on DE to almost nothing, is probably a decent move for some time here. So let's prop that on as a potential option. Alternatively, higher defense skills, very tempting. Just put fighting on until the end of time to keep getting health bonuses, also kind of tempting. I guess dodging is pretty low. Shields also should be trained. I want to get a tower shield up and running. So, in fact, let's set you to something like 22. Always forget tower shields. 21 might be good enough. I forget the rule of thumb. But I think I like the sound of that. Invocations that bring you up to 14 and seeing where that leaves us. And it should not be too bad. In fact, let's do a quick search for tower shields. Saw the word elf and almost had a bit of PTSD, but no, elf 1. That's perfectly fine. Happy to grab that. Vamp Halberd or anti-magic sticks. Yeah, I've been using the Vamp Halberd just because we don't have quite high enough defenses for me to just face tank everything flat out. We're close, but not quite there with the +3 plate armor. So the anti-magic is really solid for when we do come across spellcasters, but in general, I'm gonna leave it alone. I do have to remember that that's my source of Arlec though. That's why Thunder Hulk hurts so much. Okay. But now that I've remembered, I'm unstoppable. So, that was your first mistake, game. Giving me even the briefest of moments to catch my bearings, you fool. And these Earth Mages digging is going to be the bane of my existence. New plan. We're just hanging out with some of you kids today. Still a lot of haste overall. Never mind, you're dead. So, this son of a gun getting hasted is the main concern, the main potential issue at play here. If there are less than 3 surrounding us upon stepping down, though, I can do stair dancing. The alternative to this is if or just you kids. Maybe I can corridor? Not quite. And again, you're hasted, hey? Man. Not a happy camper with that. You're the problem child in this family. So we could step up, potentially sneak around, and dig our way back. At least the Iron Trolls are normally slow, so that gives us slightly better opportunity as we run for our very lives. Let's dig once, dig twice, dig thrice, and just you coming with me is fine in my books. Oh geez, so 3 left. Only 2 of them will be next to me. Potentially not even that if I'm lucky. If it's just the Iron Troll and I can separate them from the Shaman here, then we're cooking with gas. We're gonna wait 100 turns, make sure that their current haste is no longer available. They're mighted and hasted. I think we have to go for it. And fortunately, again, they're slow, so we can burn out all of their haste might time. Just walking in the opposite direction. Really the best way to deal with any problems in life. And there we go. Now, if things start looking desperate, we can always kite this son of a gun into oblivion. And maybe we've stabilized? Oh, me oh my. Once more, we've done it. Never a doubt in my mind. You, friend, have a trident of freezing. That's definitely not too much for us to deal with. And it's gonna be an evening of deep breaths, I feel. But hey, at least now we get a natural corridor. Don't have to drain ourselves every single encounter we go through. Always lovely. We're just about at high enough piety to start getting gifted spellbooks again as well, which means more opportunities to potentially get the keys to the kingdom that we have thus far been missing. Take you kids to a corridor. That seems advantageous. And then we should be just fine and dandy. This is why we desperately wanted that fire resistance earlier, though, for sure. Oh my gosh, if you have a bow, you're gonna stand in the way of your hasted friend. I approve this message. Now, you with +3 Vorpal Halberd versus my draining get absolutely destroyed. And sorry, not draining, but rather Vampiricism, the better draining. And again, so grateful that we did manage to get 1 pip of fire resistance before switching down here. That is a lifesaver and a game changer. Ah, a bunch of you wily folk, hey? Very evasive, very much a pain in the rear. That seems sick. Let's keep doing that. That's a good bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Not too shabby. Still, this Berserker in way too great of a shape. 0% chance to blow your mind or paralyze you. I guess that makes sense. Spriggans are known for their great willpower, so fair enough. Could box of beasts. Feels so silly to do so. I guess like acid, 51% chance to hit. If I quiver me a javelin, 53% chance to hit. Halberd, 50%. At least this potentially hurts both of you. So let's go for it. Perfect. And onwards we go. Ooh, we got Crystal Spear, Shatter, Maxwell's Capacitive Coupling. Heck yeah, bud. I'll take that gladly. Right, electricity. You gotta remember to switch over to the anti-magic staff. You know, let's just use the staff. Maybe keeps me out of danger, or stops me from putting myself in quite so much danger, I should say. Now you suck. Royally so. But at least you're kind of squishy. 24% chance to evade that. Again, roughly similar odds on either of our attacks. And let's bring you fire friends. You fiery foes up here. Ooh, I do not... Actually, Fusbel's is freezing. Not too bad, but I was actually hoping to go Vampiric. And keep ourselves topped up throughout this encounter. Okie dokie. I should probably use this Fusbel's slightly more here. It's this kind of situation where you can get in some nice ranged hits before they even make it to you. I mean, why the heck not? Basically is the boilerplate issue there. It's free damage. Heck yeah, bud. Also, I haven't been touching my drink too much, so definitely gonna take a moment here, recenter myself. Again, the evening of deep breaths is what this will forever be known as. So let's do another here together. I should not try and inhale while drinking liquid, though. That seems like an obvious thing in hindsight. Our system partially rejects the healing effects of potions. Why wouldn't it? You know? Lovely. What else are you gonna do to me? Our body sometimes deteriorates upon taking damage. Not too bad. Thanks, Lemonio. I like my cow too. And also, thank you so much for the follow. I think were you just earlier today before the stream. So thanks for the follow, or yesterday, it looks like. But thanks for the follow, and thanks for dropping on by and saying hello. Yeah, I'm glad you like Bath Cow, though. Bath Cow is very much a close friend to the channel. And I do love that that nickname makes no sense to anyone who wasn't here for that specific stream like 4 months ago. Don't like being exclusionary at all, but sometimes you just gotta say it like it is. And Bath Cow, there's no other way to describe them, really.